Oh, hey there. Guys, you know it's my job to make things cringy. What's poppin', fam? Today we're gonna do things a little different than usual. We're gonna do story time with Ty from The Cloud. Okay, so here's the thing. I have a lot of new subscribers and I want you guys to get to know me a little bit better. Also, I want my old subscribers to get to know me better. I actually want to get to know you guys better. So we're gonna play a little game. I'm gonna tell you guys a few random facts about me and you guys are gonna get into the comments below and I want to know a few random facts about you and where you're from. I really want to know where my people are from, you know? Let's get into it. Now, before this goes any further, little disclaimer, there will be no judgment of me or judgment of you and whatever you put below. So yeah, don't judge me. Okay, when I was a kid, I knew that chickens came from eggs, like the ones we eat. I've always been a little bit of a animal lover, so I used to steal the eggs out of my kitchen and I would wrap them up really tight in a bunch of blankets and I would put them under lights to warm them up because I thought that maybe I could get the chicken egg warm enough and like the actual chicken would grow in there and hatch. I did this like probably on and off for several years between the ages of 5 to 25. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But no, on the real, I probably did this on and off for several years until I was like 11. I really wanted a chicken and I don't know why. So one time though, you guys, I think I gave up too early. I think I was starting to get close. I'm not even kidding. So I had this egg all wrapped up and intermittently under heat lamps for, I don't know, it's been a long time. And I realized that my pet chicken hadn't hatched yet. I was pissed off. So I just like cracked the egg open. You guys, I swear there was like blood in there. Like I think the chicken was developing. PETA, don't come after me, I was just a kid. Okay, next random thing about me is that up until the age of probably like 13, again, no judging, I was convinced that spiders were not like from this planet. I really thought for a while spiders were actually like aliens disguised and that was like their way to spy on humans. It makes sense though, okay? It makes sense. I mean, look at them and how they move and ate like, no. Okay, obviously that's probably not it, but I will tell you right now that I don't think spiders are what we really think they are, and someone should look into that. Okay, next fact about me. Okay, so this nickname that I got, Ty Savage, believe it or not, a lot of you actually don't know how I got this nickname. So I got this nickname when I worked at the last show I hosted. My fans started calling me Ty Savage. I mean, because they thought I was a savage, I guess. Pretty much, I would just say what we were all thinking, but I wasn't afraid to say it in front of millions of people. That nickname, here's something a lot of you may not know for sure, but probably guess. I've always been a savage. So I grew up with 4 brothers, and I eventually got a baby sister, but I was like 14, okay? 14 years of my life, only had brothers around. So I was the only girl. So in order to survive in a household like that, you have to be a savage. So what I used to do, and my brothers like knew I was crazy, so they would just kind of like back off and they would fight amongst each other, but they never wanted to fight me. I taught them like really young. For instance, let's say one of them upset me. I would take their toothbrush and brush the cat's mouth with it, do a nice little cleaning in the bathroom with it, and I'd tell them maybe 2-3 months later what I did with their toothbrush. Another thing, this was one of my favorites. You guys remember those like Talk Boys? I hope you guys played with those. If you didn't, let me explain. Talk Boys were these recording devices that kids would play with. Super fun. So they would also make them in like a pen, or you actually had like a recorder and you could tell it was a recorder. But again, they would make them in certain objects that were not so obviously a recording device. I had pretty much every single one. So what I would do is I would take the recording device and put it in my brother's room, and I would just like hide it under some clothes or something, and I'd leave it in there for a day or two, take it out, listen to their conversations. And let's say one of them had been sneaking out, which most of the time he had been. I would tell him he was going to actually have to be my pet servant for the week, or I was gonna hand over the footage to mom. So that was another one of my classics. I'm so much better now. I've Yeah. Another fun one is whenever I would learn a new bad word from school, whichever brother happened to be pissing me off, I would come home, we'd all be sitting quietly at the dinner table, and I would say, Mom, what's a bitch? And she would be like, where did you learn that word? You can't say that. And I was like, well, it's what my brother just called me, so even though he hadn't, I just knew it was a bad word. Oh my God, I'm starting to feel bad for them. I really tortured them, but listen, I had to. They needed to know immediately and from the start, you don't wanna mess with me, okay? You don't wanna mess with a savage. So, two of my brothers, as you've probably guessed, they're actually older than me, and before I was like really in school or like understood what homework was, God, guys, I'm actually starting to feel really bad. I don't know if I should upload this to the YouTubes. I still will, because I'm a savage. Before I really knew what homework was, I remember, and guys, I grew up in the 90s, okay? We were just getting computers like as a normal thing to be in your household. Most homework at the time was all handwritten. You know, you write a 5-page paper, you hand wrote that, okay? So my brother, I remember this one time he had handwritten like 5 pages for his homework. I forget why he angered me, but I grabbed that homework and I ripped it to I'm actually gonna cry right now. I ripped his handwritten 5 pages to shreds. Like, you can't just reprint them. Good times. Okay, this kind of turned into just me, like childhood stories of me being a savage. But you guys, you know what's crazy? I feel so bad, but I forgive him now. Now that I kind of reminisce on all the things I did to my brother, I forgive him for this one incident. I remember one of my older brothers was having a birthday party one time and all of his friends came over. And this girl comes up to me and I had been like chit-chatting with her. I think I was like 12. And then my brother walks by and she was like, your sister's not the devil. He had been going around to his classmates telling them that I am the devil incarnate. I understand why though. Okay, let's see what else. I've never had steak in my life, guys. Never, ever, ever had beef, ever. Yeah, isn't that weird? That's kind of weird. And I have no desire to. I actually don't want to try it because I'm scared I'll love it. Once again, I love the animals, okay? They're friends, not food. Except for fish and chicken. No, I don't eat any of it. Alright guys, I think that's enough about me for now. I think I'm already gonna regret this. Let this be a lesson to all of you, to the internet. You don't mess with the savage. Okay guys, I want you to, of course, A, like and subscribe, but also drop a comment. I want to get to know you guys better. Let me know something random about you that I wouldn't have known otherwise, or that no one else knows about you, and let me know where you're from. I freaking love you guys. Peace. Mwah!